Well, it's really interesting that they decided to make that decision to have the kids grow up into teenagers. They're adolescents now. And I don't know, there's something so real about that. The first film, that was something that I think people were drawn to, is it really felt like these characters were real and weren't, they weren't cartoon characters. They were characters in this story, this incredible story. And so to see them grow up a little bit and how they've evolved and changed, it makes it even more of a coming of age story, and it makes the trilogy really special. The 3D isn't a gimmick. It's not things coming out at you. It's not, whoa, the dragons are flying over. It gives this depth to the animation that is not overbearing and doesn't sort of overtake or pull focus from the story and the characters. It just makes that world seem so much more rich and so much more realistic. So the animation is really next level. We're going to kind of, base the character on you. So they videotape us while we're in the booth, and I found that the character looked more like me than I expected. In this movie, I think that the problems are those of, these kids as they've grown up into adolescence. Hiccup is dealing with the fact that he didn't know his mother, and his father wants him to follow in his footsteps. But then, he finds that his mother actually is still alive and has a special gift for training dragons and for creating these bonds with the dragons. So he might want to follow in her footsteps. Dean is that he is so immersed in this world and understands it so much that this is unlike any sequel I've seen, because the kids are older and they're dealing with new problems, because now the conflict between dragons and Vikings has been resolved and they're working together, but there's new conflict that's introduced